by bitter rivals in the form of Hajduk Split at the top of the Croatian Premier.
The league championship in Croatia has started again after the winter break, and it kicks off with the country's most anticipated game, Croatia Zagreb against their rivals from Split, Hajduk. The Zagreb fans celebrated a second consecutive double last season, continuing a long tradition of success. Previously known as Dinamo Zagreb, they played in the unified Yugoslav League, which they won against great odds in 1982 under the guidance of Miroslav Blažević, launching the careers of some of Europe's greatest players. But in May 1990, playing in the Yugoslav League against Serbian side Red Star, rivalry spilled over into violence during a match. With the two countries on the threshold of war, Croatian national anger was levelled at the Serbian fans and police. Even Dinamo's Zvonimir Boban became involved, clashing with Serbian police to protect Dinamo fans. The match was an infamous moment in Croat-Serb relations. Less than 2 years later, the fans of these sides would be facing each other on the battlefield. The war is over, but not forgotten. Dinamo's tradition as representatives of national pride is there to see in a plaque outside their stadium, dedicated to fans who fought for their country. Since independence from Yugoslavia, political expediency has seen the famous Dinamo name abandoned in favour of Croatia Zagreb, although the fans still chant for Dinamo at the stadium. But like the country, the team is being rebuilt to create a side capable of competing with the best in Europe. However, it surprised everyone when former player Zlatko Kranjčar was installed as coach for a second spell in place of Marijan Vlak, who resigned during the winter break. Kranjčar's job is to wrap up the championship and lead the team to glory in the European Champions League. He has the players. 35-year-old international keeper Dražan Ladić brings experience and composure. Youth is provided by 22-year-old defender Dario Simic, who looks set to become a permanent fixture in the national team, as does the playmaker Silvio Maric, who contributed 13 goals last season. The side were disappointed to lose top scorer Igor Svitanovic to Spanish football. His 20 goals for Croatia Zagreb attracted a host of top clubs who viewed him as the new Davor Šuker. In has come the 22-year-old Australian international Mark Viduka, but the jewel in the crown is the return of the international midfielder Robert Prosinecki, back at the club where he kicked off his career.
Well, very simply, I was abroad for 10 years and I wanted to come back home. I wanted to come back to be with my family, because 10 years is a long time to spend away, and the offer from Croatia came at just at the right moment. They want to build something new here, and they want to build a great team.
And there's no doubt Prosinecki's return is a boost to the whole club.
It was a big move to bring Prosinecki back. He started here and it's good to see him return. It's a real bonus having him here. He's a brilliant player with a big personality. He's also a great teacher for us younger players. So it'll make a big difference having him around.
With a side boasting so many top-class players of international stature, winning the league title is almost taken for granted. Only Hajduk have the resources and the support to challenge the Zagreb club's dominance. Croatia Zagreb's main aim, though, is to take on Europe's elite in the Champions League. Last season they came so close. In the preliminary round they faced England's Newcastle United. With 2 minutes to go in the second leg, Newcastle led the tie by 3-2.
Oh, Pistoni might be caught out here. And a last chance back to Croatia Zagreb, they've equalised! Would you believe it? Teams tied at 3-3 on aggregate. And here's Asprilla, Kespire, he's won it for Newcastle! Kespire has scored the goal, which surely will take Newcastle into the Champions League.
It was a massive disappointment not to qualify for Europe's top competition, but elimination from the Champions League led to a place in the UEFA Cup, where with supreme irony they faced Partizan Belgrade. The first time two clubs from the once warring countries had met. And Croatia Zagreb scored an emphatic win, thrashing Partizan 5-0. The club's European run ended against Atletico Madrid in the third round, but coach Kranjčar says it's all a platform to build on.
With the players that we have here, including 10 national team players, we should be able to achieve even better results this season than we did last year. And then, of course, we qualify for the Champions League. That's our major aim. But first we have to win the national championship so that we can qualify for the Champions League.
So on their route to European glory, Croatia Zagreb now have to overcome their biggest rival. A victory over Hajduk would be a giant step on the road to European recognition. So 2-0 the final results, goals from Tomislav Sokotar and Damir Kuznar giving Croatia Zagreb the points as they show no signs of throwing the league championship away.
So